Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I have a question for you. What happens when you combine the capacity of 4 traditional hard drives with the speed of 2 NVMe SSDs and connect everything to your computer to a single 40 gigabit per second cable? Well, you get this. The ACASIS EC-1004.
Hold up, wait a minute guys. I've been saying the name of this product wrong the entire video. It is the EC-1004, but I did fix it in the description and title.
This is a 6-bay hybrid storage enclosure designed to give you the high-speed working storage and large capacity archival storage in one compact box. But this is not a NAS. Don't get it twisted. And despite having 6 drive bays, it does not work like a traditional hardware RAID enclosure either. So who is this actually made for? How fast is it? How loud does it get? And is hybrid storage genuinely useful, or is it just a 6 drive base looking for a reason to exist? Let's unbox it, install some drives, run a few tests, and find out. Let's get into the unboxing. Alright, so this is a pretty large box. I'm assuming it's gonna be a pretty large enclosure. But of course, if it takes 4 traditional hard drives, it can be small. Bam. Okay. Oh yeah. Bam. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we have. I was about to say, I'm like, what happened to the accessories? So we have another box. Alright, this is it. Nothing left. Get these out of the way. Okay. So let's see what we got. Of course, we have a pretty large power brick. Our good old US plug. We have a screwdriver and a whole lot of screws. And it seems like we also have some thermal pad for our NVMe SSDs. I am counting 4. It's probably for top and bottom. And of course, we have our 40 gigabit per second rated USB-C cable. And finally, our user manual. All right, get this out the way. Let's check out the main event. Okay, pretty. So yeah, it does. So it's taller. It's more taller than anything else, but it's pretty decent size. Very good looking in the front. Very nice to have a glossy. Not my favorite, because you already know it's gonna be a little fingerprint magnet. All right, so let's check out the back. So, oh, very interesting. We have a display port, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so display port. We have a USB-C. Underneath it says host. Obviously, that goes to our system. Your good old barrel jack power plug, and a very clicky power button. And yeah, very simple. And on the bottom, I'm assuming this is where our SSD and NVMe will be located. So let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, need some more. There you go. Yes. Okay. So this is where our 2 NVMe will be placed. Well, one thing I did not see here, maybe I missed it, some standoff for our, oh, not standoff, but we back with those little rubber. Oh Lord, no, not again. I'm getting PTSD from these things. Okay, we'll see if they are much better this time. But I don't know if you remember the video I made with the NVMe, the single NVMe enclosure, and it came with these rubber. All right, you know what? Let me not. All right, let's get this out the way. Let me grab one of them. Oh, yep. I don't know if you remember these things. I'm wearing a black glove, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, it's just, this is the rubber. Oh, you can see it. So like this. That's what it looked like, pretty much. Okay, so let me grab, I got my SSDs ready. So let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, improvement. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I did give them some feedback on the last video regarding these things. Improvement. Much better. Or could be just user error.
No, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Who knows? But hey, we're not talking about that. Oh, nice. So let's see. Let's try the second one. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not using these. I'm not using those thermal pads. Okay. All right, put these things back in. Again, if you're gonna be using these, oh, sorry, here, come on now. You may choose to use the thermal pads because it comes with 4, so you can put top and bottom. That'll be totally up to you. Okay, but again, don't follow what I do. I don't usually, unless I'm running probably a Gen 5, I don't usually use thermal pads on my drives. Okay, so these are regular drive bay. Are they toolless? Let's find out. Oh, okay, I see. Well, I kind of see. It only has one retention. This one has 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Not my favorite way of having hard drives. I don't know. I feel like, I think so far the U-Green has probably the best with the plot slider. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy about that, to be honest with you. But yeah, but it works. It does work. Make sure I do. Okay. Hey, what it's worth. Let's see. Yeah, not. So you pop these off on each side. You line up your drive. Make sure the holes are lined up to this, as you can see. Make sure the holes are lined up. And you can see here, there's a little, right here, a stud here that can go. Super heavy. And yeah. It's hard to see, but there's a fan to this, and those slots back here. So yeah, let's go ahead and test it out. Okay guys, so we are on the next step here. All right guys, so we are on the next step here, and quick disclaimer, just want to be transparent before I start. This is the cable that came with the product. ACASIS got their very own heavy duty cable, which I like, and I also always tell you the speed on the cable. Here what you see is 48 gigabit per second. However, if you remember, this is not my first ACASIS product I reviewed, so I did have the SSD Gen 5 enclosure that came with 80 gigabit per second. So this is what I'm going to use. So just let you guys know, this is totally double the speed of this cable, except this is such a longer cable and I don't need it. This is, you see the products are literally right next to each other, so I do not need to fill in with a long cable when the products are right there. If in the future I need to use it like this, yeah, but for now we're gonna use the 80 gigabit per second cable because we're gonna get the same speed anyway, so it's such a higher end cable. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect it, and we're gonna fire up our enclosure. Move this out a little bit this way. Oh, this thing's heavy now. Boom. And 1, 2, 3. Damn. We are live. As you already see, already popped up. There you go. Let me turn this light off. You can see things a little bit better. Okay. I don't have a light for this drive here. It's hard to see. It's a little faint, but there's a blue light next to each drive. So I'm not sure if you can tell. Yeah, you see this right here. Based on the angle, that's why you probably can't see it too well. But this one also have, I'll put it up. You see it much better. But see, there's none for here, for this drive. I wonder what's going on here. But of course we are going to find out pretty soon if it's a faulty drive. All right, so as you can see, this a little closer. Okay, so we're gonna allow accessory to connect. So you're gonna connect the ACASIS H.006 to this Mac. Say allow. So it should pop up somewhere down there. These shit are not reliable. That's not readable by this computer. Okay, we're just gonna initialize. So remember, we have 2 SSD NVMe on the bottom, and also the 4 hard drives. So I'm assuming those are 2 SSD, as you can see here, SSD here, or crucial SSD. But our disk here are grayed out, and on top of that, like I mentioned, we're supposed to have 4 hard drives, but we only have 3. So we are having a little bit of an issue here, Houston. Let's see what we got. 1 gigabyte. All right, so you can see 1 terabyte here. Should be 1 terabyte here. Not sure the drives, not sure what they are. I just was popping them in. Sorry. All right, so let me turn the light back on. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that disk and see what is going on here. Again, this is one of my older drive, Barracuda, 1 terabyte. Beautiful. All right. So we got all of our disk in. So we got 4 disk drive. So now all we need to do, we're going to need to initialize them. All right, so here we're gonna go ahead and on the top left corner, we're gonna select File, and we're gonna select RAID Assistant. All right, so as you can see, we have a couple options here: RAID 0, mirrored, which is RAID 1, and then of course you have a JBOD. So again, like I said, with these systems, I usually prefer to do a RAID 0 with these enclosures. Sorry. Like I said, with these enclosures, I prefer to do a RAID 0 because I'm not really, this is usually I use it for backup or an additional storage. So I need every gigabyte, okay? Every megabyte, or whatever you call it. So I don't want to strip or nothing. This is what I have my NAS for. So those are not things I'm really using to like, unless I'm using them as a backup of a backup, you know, like backing up another NAS. Yeah, I don't plan on like doing no crazy RAID. So RAID 0 is fine with me. So I'm gonna go next. So it asked me to select the disks. Alright, we're gonna use our 4 disks here. Alright, so we use RAID 0 in this. I'm not doing a RAID 0 with SSDs. I don't think so. Maybe I should. Just in case. But my SSD is going to be cache, so I'm not going to do a RAID with them. Yeah, I don't know why we only have 6 terabyte. I did RAID 0 because we have a 2 terabyte disk. We have a it's a 1 terabyte, but $9.99. So 1, 2, 3, so that's 4. And then we have the 4 terabyte. So yeah, it should have been 8 terabyte, but I don't know. I don't know. Something is. So I know I'm not counting the NVMe SSDs. But okay, let's go ahead and test this bad boy out.
All right, let's go run some tests. All right, so we are getting 700, I mean close to 800 megabyte per second writing and about 500 reading. Not great numbers for a 40 gigabit connection, but also I'm not sure how is okay, so I'm not sure if the cache has been set up yet with the NVMe SSDs. That could be the reason why we're not getting higher speed. Okay, so to get a little bit of faster speed for that cache, as you can see, we were bouncing around to 1300 to 1500 megabyte per second. So we are going to create a RAID for our cache, and of course we're gonna go RAID 0 because we're really trying to not trying to save anything. This is a cache, and we will see if this will increase our speed, which it should, but we're gonna see by how much. So yeah, it's gonna go ahead and wipe the 2 NVMe SSDs, and once we get the cache, we're just gonna run a few tests, and then yeah, and then check it out. So I again, the annoying noise in the background, it's my washer. And if you own a Samsung washer and dryer, you'll know. So we're gonna create a new folder for testing, and let's check it out. Okay, so as expected, we not double our speed, but we kind of put an additional 1,000 on there. So, and that's fine by me. So definitely, we set everything as one volume for the 2 TB, and now we got a little bit of overhead, and yeah, definitely, if you want, just that's the route to go if you want faster cache speed. Okay, guys, so before we dive into the pricing, right, let's ask ourselves this question: who should buy this? Okay, this enclosure makes the most sense for video editors, photographers, content creators, data heavy professionals, and home lab users who want fast local storage and large capacity storage connected directly to one computer. It could also work as an additional direct attach capacity for a NAS that support USB4 or Thunderbolt expansion, but compatibility will depend heavily on the NAS hardware and operating system. This is not a product I would recommend to someone who wants storage shared across an entire home, automatic cloud style access, or a simple plug and play RAID appliance. For that, buy or build a proper NAS. But if your priority is maximum local performance, direct access, and the ability to combine NVMe and hard drive storage inside one enclosure, the EC100 occupies a very interesting middle ground. And again, so for my final verdict, guys, okay, is the ACASIS EC100 worth buying? At the current price of $229, which is discounted from the $299 MSRP, it offers an unusual amount of storage flexibility. You can configure the NVMe section for speed, the hard drive section for capacity and redundancy, or leave every drive independent and organize everything manually. The hardware is compact, the connection is fast, and the hybrid design solves a real problem for users who will otherwise need multiple external enclosures. However, you need to understand exactly what you are buying. This is not an NAS, and it is not a traditional self-contained hardware RAID system. It is a high bandwidth, 6-bay direct attach enclosure that depends on your computer to manage the storage. So for the right workflow, that combination can be extremely useful. For everyone else, a conventional NAS or simpler multi-bay enclosure may be better or an easier choice. Anyway, guys, this is it for me. And let me know in a comment, how would you configure these 6 drive bays? Would you use the NVMe drives for active projects and the hard drives for backups, or would you build one massive storage pool? And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel for more storage, networking, PC hardware, and tech reviews like these. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.